What up, meatbags? Deanbot the Machine Bot here. Welcome back to Let's Play Elden Ring. Alright, so I'll have to ask you to forgive me. I am fighting a sinus infection right now. So if I end up busting up like that and coughing, I apologize. I will try to keep talking, though, so that we can get at least some decent commentary out of this, albeit piss poor. So we just took care of the Deathbird up here, and that means the next place we should go... Let's see, we are now going to start going to the Southern Peninsula down here. And that requires us to go through here, so let's go ahead and fast travel to this spot. That way we can get there just a little easier. We got a few boss fights down here we're going to go through, and then after we're done with this southern part of the island, we will face off and destroy Stormvale Castle. After we're done with the castle is when I will show you how I get to my special training grounds, and from there, I'm not going to bore you with the endless hours of training I'm going to put myself through. Got to remember all my buttons here, it's been a hot minute! I'm okay. Right, that's my specialties. That's my block. That's my potions. That was wasted. That's how I summon the Horty. Okay. It has been a couple of days since I've been able to jump on here again, since I've been... I got completely flattened by a sinus infection, y'all. Like, extreme edition. So we're doing a lot better now. That was mistakes were made! Okay. Oof. Okay. Man, I really am rusty. I gotta remember how these guys fight all over again. You're a pissant. I don't care about you. Woo! Alright. Slowly but surely, I'm remembering. I'll get it through my head again at just... Oh, jeez, at some point. I play so many games where clicking the left stick is how you sprint. And this one is how you crouch. Which just throws the whole thing off. Wow, that's sad. Friggin' torches. The newest and ultimate weapon innovation. A torch. Douche. Now you, Mr. Torch Wheeler. You didn't think I forgot about you, did you? Screw you. Being a douche. So, by all accounts, I kind of feel like I shouldn't have lived through any of that. I feel like I absolutely should have died from that. We'll chalk that one up to some luck. Hey, hey. Very nice. At the same time, most of you have probably figured this out from the last couple of episodes, but I've upgraded my console, and that's why things are looking a little, well, prettier than normal. But also reason number two why it took me so long to get back to these recordings. Honestly, it probably wouldn't have taken me so long if I had figured out how all the inner workings of this worked a lot sooner. And, you know, not had been fooling around and playing around because I'll look pretty. So this is just how I approach the Bridge of Sacrifice here to get to the next area. In my opinion, easiest way to do it. Just get to the other side, that way you don't have to deal with that ridiculous ballista. Because that thing will literally mulch you up. Bye-bye. Oh, a fellow shield bearer, huh? Ow. I let my guard down at just the right moment. Hasta la bye-bye. Alright. Hey, you. Double screw you and your giant ballista. You're gonna need more than that, buddy. Since you haven't noticed me, I'm gonna go ahead and just butt stab the living crap right out of you. And yes, I did mean that as an absolute double meaning. And now we're free to collect the goodies. Smithing stone. Good stuff. Certain death. We'll avoid that. No one likes plummeting to their death. I mean, well, some people might, but I'm not one of them. So we're going to go ahead and activate the Site of Grace over here. There is a side quest that we could begin once we're in this area. We will be doing that, just not quite yet. I do indeed promise. I will get to it. Hey, you know what? I'm here. Let's go ahead and just do it. I mean, I like to try to keep it close together so that we can remember what side quest we're going with. But I'll go ahead and
Hello?
chat with her.
Is somebody there?
Oh, right, she's blind.
Here for a moment, please. My name is Irina. I've escaped from Castle Morn to the south. The servants there have rebelled. I can't be sure what it is. My eyesight's been weak since birth, you see. But I swear I heard frightful howling from all over. My good father secreted me out the castle, but decided himself to stay. He says it's his duty. As commander,
So you just left your blind daughter here?
I fear for father's life. The servants are full of wrath, filled with hatred for every one of us. They've since come for every one of the companions I escaped with. They haven't spared a soul. I fear it's no different at Castle Morn. Please, I implore you, would you mind taking a letter to my father? At the castle, my soul wishes that he escape, even if his honor should be the price. Please. I just want him to be safe. Thank
Sure,
you
I'll do it.
dearly. Then please, take this.
And then you get to Irina's letter.
Deliver it to my father, who remains in the castle, if you please.
Of course I will. All sorts of dead people here. Looks like we got some dogs down there, a giant. There's a soldier sitting on the sideline. There's two soldiers sitting on the sideline. That's fine, we'll kill them all. Ooh. Doggo. These aren't your average everyday doggos, these are pain in the ass doggos. How are you not dead? Blech. Nasty buggers, aren't they? See, that one died in one hit. What made the other one so special? Hey, you, ugly. Come and get me. And as you can see in the distance over yonder there, we are indeed encountering some new enemies here. I don't entirely know what the hell they are, and I didn't bother to ask. I just know that they don't like me. They don't seem to like anybody, though. So, I mean, there's that. Well, that sucked. Ah, damn it. And that's why I hate those dogs. One always manages to circle around you. It's alright. It's fine. I'll get my revenge. And usually my defense works really well, and I don't have any problems. It's just when you got enemies that are fast enough that they attack you from the side and you have no chance of blocking both of them, you're eventually going to get mulched down. The part that's irritating is how they all seem to have a different level of health. Like, some of these things will just take one hit. You smack him once, he's done. Other ones, they take 2 to 3, and it makes no sense. See, that one took 2 hits last time. This time he only took 1 hit. I don't know why. Is one of the dumbest stipulations I see of the enemies in this area, or particularly these dog enemies. I mean, at least a giant doesn't activate with them. That would be nightmarish. Well, that just felt wrong. Here we go. Because that's fucking fair. Oh, for fuck's sake. Such bullshit. Oh my god. How was that fair? Screw you, fucktard dog. See, that's that bullshit right there. Like, you have to let your guard down to attack and all of a sudden you take 8 fucking hits. Like, what the shit? Bad dog. Seriously. Like, these guys look like they've had a bad day, don't they? I mean, I probably made it worse, but... Alright, let's do this. Well, that went well. Fuck yeah. Woohoo! Oh, forgot about the follow-up attack. There we go. All's well that ends well. So, I couldn't even begin to hope to tell you what these chimera-looking sons of bitches are. All I know is they got weird-ass smiles that right creep me the fuck out. I suppose they're a form of demi-human? I think that's safe to say. Either way, things did not work out for the people of Castle Morn. Morningstar. If anybody likes spiky hammers, anyway. Smithing stone. Kabam! At least I can rely all of them to die in one hit. Ugh. What's this I see? Get back here, beetle! There we go. Ash of War Mighty Shot. For those of you out there who like twinging sticks. In all honesty, I don't hate the bow. I really don't. It's decent. It just... There's no really good Ashes of War to use with it. And finding upgrades is a bit difficult. We got a merchant. Before I hit up this site, I'm going to go have a chat with him. More buying than selling, but thanks. I'll take all 3 of these. I'll take this. I'll definitely take that. Take this. I think that's all I really need from you. That'll do, friend. That'll do. Gonna go ahead and rest at the site of grace real quick. Well, not rest, but touch it. Now, I actually was shown this by a friend of mine who plays this game, so I will not take credit for this, but at this point, if you summon your horsey, aim for the tower, and super jump. You can touch this guy and you get the Great Turtle Shell. It's not the best shield in the game or anything like that, but it is a fun little shield. I mean, besides, it's an epic item. Why not? I still have not learned the secret of this tower. I don't rightly know what's up with this mysterious power that stops you from going into this tower. It may be a quest-related thing. Well, look at this. Seek 3 wise beasts. That's a spirity turtle right there. Oh, that's wolves. There we go. Whew. Alright, so. Trying to remember where everything is out here. I think the first dungeon is up this way, but there's one small thing we have to contend with before we can get there. And he can be a bit of a douche. Not the most unreasonable thing I've ever fought, but a douche nonetheless. Gotta try your best not to get caught up in magic attacks here. My shield blocks things pretty well, but magic still kind of hurts. No thanks to that. Oh, that was crap. Friggin' magic. Sure, come on over here, little guy. I don't mind wiping out all the little dudes before the big one shows up. And as you can probably tell by now, these guys are very proficient with gravity magics. And they use them very well, especially the big one. Woohoo! Let's build up some stamina here. There we go. You actually died easy. I can appreciate that, you strange looking dude. He's something of a mini boss. He doesn't really drop anything for you, and he's not fantastical or anything like that. But he won't respawn when you stop at a site of grace. So I suppose that makes him mini boss status. Best I can come up with anyway. Make our way through all the graves and giant bugs. Ambushed! Booyah! No, I know they're not that dangerous, but, I mean... Bad guys are bad guys. I should feel bad, but I don't. Honey, I'm home. We are at the Impaler's Catacomb. Go ahead and rest up, see if there's any levels we can gain. Ooh, we can. Alright. So strength I've had to massively boost, and I'm working on boosting dexterity at the same time here. I also want my vigor and endurance to keep going up so I can keep getting more stamina and hit points. For now, we're going to keep boosting my strength. Basically, the way I typically approach the standard for leveling up this guy in the very beginning is I want to get my primary stats to 40. And then from there, I'll start pouring all points into just one stat until it's where I want it. That's how a lot of my farming is, a lot of my power leveling is going to go when I find my training grounds. But strength, dexterity are going to be the first ones I boost, then I'll boost my endurance and vigor. Vigor is going to be the last one. Vigor will be the last one I boost, simply because at that point in time, I'll be moving pretty freely. Either way, all of it's going to get leveled up at around the same time to the same number. I just always make it a point to start at a base of 40. Bye-bye. And for the build I'm going for this character, my starting primary weapon is going to be end up being Godric's Godric's Great Axe. Simply because, one, it looks cool as shit, and number two, because it does hit fairly well. I wouldn't put it at like a top tier rank as far as awesomeness goes, but for the character I'm going to build, it'll suffice. And sometimes that's all you need. You just need it to work. Oh, fire pot. Dick, move, goblin. Or imp, whatever you are. You kind of look like a goblin, but you're probably an imp. Yeah, I'll take that. When I start leveling up my spirit beasties, you are very helpful. Wow, way to turn your back right on him. That was awesome, character. Always want to make sure you grab all the plants out of these dungeons, because it is very worth it. Okay, this room is a little unique, and I will not lie, it took me a hot minute to figure this one out the first time I got in here. But I always come over here first, you know, grab the goodies. Crap! It's gonna hurt. Ow. I didn't make it. There we go. And now that the ceiling rose, you drop on down. It took me way longer than I'll care to admit to figure this out the first time I was in here. Because, I mean, there was one of these messages up on the stairs the first time I came through this dungeon, but all it said was danger ahead. So it was very not helpful. Now, for a lot of people, this here can be an early training ground. If you feel like you're lacking a little bit, feel free to traverse down here. These zombies never stop spawning. And I know they're not worth a lot of points, but the fact that they die pretty easily, it makes it so you can actually get a solid training ground out of it. For the sake of the video and for trying to accomplish things, I'm not going to bother with doing a whole lot of killing down here. Simply because, one, I can find my training ground and it's not that difficult. And number two, I've already trained quite a bit just to get to the point where I am right now, where I'm handling things fairly easily. I would say I'm over-leveled for this area, but that's just how I play the game. I like getting to the point where I'm so damn strong that things that typically make a challenge for other people, I'm just breezing through. I'm pretty okay with that. Oh, that's crap. My shield was up, but I forgot to cancel out that message. Damn it. Always remember, press triangle to clear your messages before you move on, or your character can't do jack. Alright, let's get back up to this resting spot. Stock back up on the potions, then let's go haggle us a boss. There we go. Still got my spirit ashes lined up and ready. That's right. Let's do this. More nightmare fuel, huh? It's the imps in this one that are gonna truly be the threat, though. It's bad enough dealing with that, but you got those little bastards running around causing massive bleed damage to you. That's a nightmare. Damn. Oh, that hurt. Ah. Good, they got the imps. Look how doggos! Look how they massacred my boys! Woo! Ah. No thanks. I prefer not to be your barbecue. That'll do it. Demi-human ashes. And that's just the truth, man. Until you kill those imps, those little goblet imp things that are assisting it, this fight will be a pain in the ass. I mean, if you can summon your minions and manage to have them kill them, that's just it's a win-win for everybody, really. Not sure who that lady is. Probably another boss you gotta fight later. Not looking forward to it. Alright, moving on to the next destination here. Let's go ahead and horse ride this. I don't need to drag this out. Okay, let me get a nice view of the land here. And while you're at it, go ahead and nab you another stone sword key. Thanks, dead guy. Let's not get too close to the edge there. We don't want to get carried away, right? That was not what I intended to do. That could have ended very poorly for me. Hippity hop. Hippity hop. And hippity hop. Okay, this next area we're going to, it's just a smidge out of the way, and you gotta watch out for these poison plants. You get close and they burst out like that, and they poison you, and you slowly die. I think it's down there. Does that seem right? Consulting my little guide here real quick. I think it's on the other side of this, actually. I think it's down there somewhere. There it is. Okay. That sounds like a ballista. We're gonna take a second here. Don't get me wrong, he's probably shooting at some demi-humans or something, but I don't want him turning that thing over my direction. Thanks, buddy. Ooh. Hand ballista, you say? Nothing quite like a massive cannon. Not sure where you came from, but now you annoyed me. I don't know how you survived the first strike, buddy. Oof. There we go. Hey, you guys don't have to worry anymore. The rain of arrows stopped. I mean, it's not going to stop me, but... There you go. You don't have to be afraid no more. I'm quite the humanitarian. Let's go ahead and head up this way. Grab this side of Grace. Ta-da! And now we're going to complete what, in my opinion, is the biggest pain in the ass boss fight in this area. Now, I know a lot of people counter that argument with different types of bosses, but for me personally, this one is just rough for me. Let's see. Hey, what is this? Rainbow stones. How lovely. Oh my, bad guys ambushing me? How sad. Oh, you sneaky son of a bitch. You feel proud? You feel like a big boy? You want to put on the big boy pants? Smacking me in the back like that? Let's see here. There you are. Time for my torch. Because, I mean, it gets kind of dark in here, but we should be okay. Touch the site of grace. Go ahead and rest and recharge my mana and hit points. I know I'm not ready to level up yet. Not yet. Now, actually, let me check something here. How many stones am I at? Not very many. I'm not leveling up yet. You want to be very careful in this area up here. That ground may not look very stable, and that's because it isn't. You walk on that, you will fall into a pit, and then you will be mauled by a bunch of rats. You will die. Unless you're really, really good. Me, I prefer to take things the slow way. Rummage about a little bit. Kill some extra rats. You know. They're not worth a shit ton of experience, but, you know. Any RPG player knows every little point counts. Every RPG player also knows that if you want the real experience, you go to the real danger. Big rat. I like the look of your cut, big rat. Ow. Rude. So if you had fallen down that pit right there, since it's not very dark up there, you may not have had your torch equipped. You drop right in the middle of all these rats, and that's why you see all these dead people. It's a very unexpected twist of fate that you fall down to the middle of a pack of rats and they just devour the hell out of you. Bye-bye, rats. A glowstone. And kukri. Some nice throwing blades that'll help you deal some bleed damage. Want to be very careful on the descent. Ha! Landed on the outcrop. It was beautiful. Alright, and we're here. This is where the boss fight happens, and the reason I hate it so much is because it's that. Friggin' Rune Bear. The other big problem, you can't summon your ashes until it wakes up. And as most of you know from fighting these things, waking it up, it is on you like stink on shit. So you gotta be quick on the draw to summon. Oh shit. Help. You gotta be careful, this thing is faster than it should be, for sure. But if he's focused on a different target, you want to be solid to him in dealing that damage, but very careful, because he will turn on a dime and bull rush you. So far, so good. Oh no. Oh, nice job, my boys! What? What happened? I was in the nether for a second there. That almost got really bad. We're okay. We're okay. Do not get hugged. I do not need happy hugs. Whew. There we go. Spelldrake Talisman. I will admit full-fledged, I handled that really well, but without those little minions, that thing would have wrecked my shit. It always does. Rune Bears are just my nemesis. There we go. Return to the surface. Alright, moving on here. Like, honestly, a lot of people that say that the boss that you'll fight at Castle Morn is the hardest thing you'll fight in this area. I have always found the Rune Bear to be far and away more devastating than the guy at the end. Because by the time you get to where I'm at with the heavy armor, heavy poise, and heavy shield, you can deflect his attacks just by blocking. And it leaves him wide open for a counterattack, so you can very easily slowly bleed him out. So I've never found him all that difficult. So where are we gonna go here? Let's head this way. There's some ruins down here we can explore. These are the demi-human forest ruins, so expect some demi-human resistance. The plus side is these demi-humans aren't really that strong. I mean, No offense to demi-humans, but you're not. You're not that strong. Use the horse to bounce on through here. And that gets you down to this area. Open sesame! No, it's nothing. Okay. Shield of the Guilty. It's actually a really nice medium shield. I'm the type of person that prefers the heavy shield, but if you like medium shields, that one's actually decent. Well, decent for what I've seen up to this point, I guess is what I should say. Well, sup, ugly? Sure, go ahead and keep roaring. That helped you. Take that glowstone now. Now, the main reason you're going to come over here is because there is a mini-boss! It's one of the demi-human magic casters. I think they call it a queen. I don't know. But, what I do know is it needs to be pummeled. Normally I wouldn't pick on the birds in this game, but, I mean, glowing yellow eyes mean you had bonus EXP, and I just can't pass that shit up. With this one, we want to approach it very simply. Smack that guy, it'll yell and alert the big one. Then run right back out here, and then you can deal with the little ones before you have to deal with the big one. You do want to be somewhat careful. I mean, I keep up close and personal because that means she'll tend to use more physical attacks. I can deal with that. But if she catches you slipping at a distance, she will pummel you with magic, and it is not fun. I mean, I'm not trying to assume the gender of this thing, but I mean, Queen would make me assume it's a she. But it's really hard to tell as they're really rotted. But Demi-Human Queen's staff is what she was using, and you get a free spell along with it. So I mean, if you're looking to do some magic casting pretty early in the game, and you want to get a decent spell and a staff, early game I would say that's a good idea to approach her and just wipe her off the face of the earth. I mean, number one, you do the world a favor. Number two, you still manage to get a decent staff and a free spell. I'm sorry, did I miss you? There you go, go back to your brothers and sisters. Let's see, next up... here we go. Next up we'll go this way. Now we'll ride... I remember what's up here now. So in this area, you can kind of make your own choice on this one. You can choose to fight all these plants. I mean, you don't really need to. There's no benefit to doing it besides just a handful of experience points. The bright side you can look at is if you get poisoned, there's no need to rush through everything. Just keep yourself healthy and then wipe everything out. Gonna be like that, huh? Honestly, if you got magic spells or ranged weaponry, these things aren't even an issue for you, as you can just tag them from a distance. Wow, that was embarrassing. Swing and a miss. Hmm. You know what? Screw this. There's no benefit to it beyond a small handful of EXP. And if I had more time, I'd go ahead and mulch at them, but that's what we're looking for right there. Want a piece of me, bat? Yeah, that's what I thought. Entering yet another mine, the Morn Tunnel. There was a doorway up there, wasn't there? Yeah, very well. Forgot all about that spot. So you kind of want to react quickly on this one. You drop that. Oh. Nuts. Get the smithing stone. Don't drop all the way to the bottom, because you will just kersplat all over the place. Lost grace discovered. There we go. How we doing? Let's go ahead and level up. That's what I like. Level 39 on strength. One more point to strength and I'll start focusing on dexterity. I'm going pretty much for a straight solid strength build, and I'll just be finding bigger and bigger battle axes and leveling them up. So I figure strength dexterity is a solid place to start on that, where I will later transition to getting my health and stamina skyrocketed so that I can continue to be awesome. All right. And jump! Ooh, okay. Let's not do that again. Oh, something killed that guy while he was on the ladder. Sad panda. Smack you with my axe. Oh. Took more than one sneak attack to drop you, huh, strong guy? I'll drop down here. Whoop. There's two of you, and I'd like to prefer to fight you one at a time. Out of time? Ow. Screw you, demi-human. Well, it looks like, unfortunately, that is all the time I have for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you do enjoy what you're seeing so far. If you are, feel free to leave that like and subscribe. And I must say, it is excellent to be getting back to you meatbags again after not being able to do this for so long. Just, man, being what? What is wrong with you? I'm at the end of my recording. Now I have to pay attention just to you? Is that what's going on? I know that's what you think. Oh, I know that's what you think. All right, I gotta go take care of this hound. I will catch you all in the next episode. Later, meatbags.
He's dead!